The 11th ICC Cricket World Cup started with opening ceremonies taking place in both Melbourne and Christchurch. For the 14 teams involved, the journey of discovery was about to begin. The world's best players arrived down under confident that they could lead their countries to World Cup glory.
Every time a child is born, a new journey of exploration begins. Don't advance without going into new fields.
So the West Indian captain Clive Lloyd hoisted aloft the Prudential World Cup.
We have an innate desire to break boundaries.
Finally, I managed to win the World Cup.
Our team has sometimes pushed the limits pretty close.
Oh, you feel sorry for the England boys.
There may be danger in the unknown.
Australia go into the World Cup final. Ridiculous running with 2 balls to go.
We want to compete. It's what we've been doing for 40 years, breaking world records.
For the 3rd successive time, Australia are World Cup champions.
Some people are unable to back away from a challenge.
He is a genius.
As human beings, we see to explore.
Finish this is.
We have always been motivated by the desire to be first.
You couldn't have written a script for this day's cricket.
Hosted by Australia and New Zealand, the World Cup would be contested by 14 countries playing 49 matches over 44 days. The teams were split into 2 pools, Pool A and Pool B. Each team would play each other once in a round-robin format, and the top 4 teams in each pool would qualify for the quarter-final stages. The winner of Pool A would play the 4th place team in Pool B. The runner-up in Pool A played the team who finished 3rd in Pool B. The 3rd place team in Pool A played the runner-up from Pool B. And the team that finished 4th in Pool A would play the winner of Pool B. The first semi-final was to be played at Eden Park in Auckland and the second at the SCG in Sydney. The 2015 World Cup final would take place at the MCG in Melbourne on the 29th of March. Pool A began at Hagley Oval in Christchurch, where New Zealand faced Sri Lanka. It was a momentous day for the city, as it marked a significant step on the road to recovery from the devastating earthquake that struck Christchurch in 2011. Kiwi skipper Brendan McCullum continued his hot form leading into the tournament with a quick-fire 65 before Corey Anderson's 75 from 46 balls got the home side to 331. Sri Lanka never seriously threatened the total, falling 98 runs short. Later the same day in Melbourne, over 84,000 flocked to see Australia take on England at the MCG. Things started badly for England.
Tickle fine, and a leap in the air, a punch of the air, and Aaron Finch goes through to 100 on his home ground. What a day.
The Aussies racked up a formidable 342. Stephen Finn belatedly bringing a smile to some downcast English faces.
It's been hit down the ground and taken beautifully in the deep. Here we go. Slammed and he gets it! A hat-trick to finish.
The opening night went from bad to worse for England as Mitchell Marsh ran through their batting lineup.
Oh, good catch! Really good catch. It's gone like a rocket. That's 5 wickets for Mitchell Marsh.
The only positive for England was James Taylor's 98 not out. He was denied a century by the controversial run-out of James Anderson, the ICC later admitting the ball should have been ruled dead prior to his dismissal. Scotland began their campaign against the Kiwis. Any hopes of an early upset were soon extinguished as the Scots slumped to 12 for 4 in just the 5th over. They recovered with 50s from Matt Machin and Richie Berrington, but when the innings ended in the 37th over, Scotland had made just 142. New Zealand lost 7 wickets with some loose stroke play and chasing down the target, but had maintained their unbeaten start. Afghanistan's World Cup debut against Bangladesh was a one-sided affair. Half-centuries by Shakib Al Hasan and Mushfiqur Rahim helped Bangladesh post 267 before reducing the Afghanistan run chase to 3 for 3. They never recovered, ending up 162 all out. After their drubbing by the Aussies, England batted first at the Cake Tin in Wellington against the other co-host New Zealand. Halfway through the innings, the foundations had been set with the score at 104 for 3.
There is a man out at long on. Will he get round? Oh, brilliant! Milne is the catcher at long on. That is a magnificent catch. Oh, he's bowled him. It is all going New Zealand's way. McCullum a masterstroke, bringing Southey back, but Taylor straight away.
Oh, another one, Rooney. Goodness me. You talked about 5 for now for Tim Southey, wide of the crease. Wonderful bowling.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, that's as soft as it gets. Never looked like he was in the game, Stuart Broad.
In the air, top edge. How far is this going? I don't think it's going far enough. It's out. England are all out. They're all out for 123. Milne's got the final wicket. Root's resistance has ended. And the misery, as it stands right now for England, continues.
123 all out with a collapse of 7 for 19. If that wasn't bad enough, Brendan McCullum then blitzed an 18-ball half-century, the fastest in World Cup history, as the Kiwis knocked off the runs in just 12.2 overs. In Dunedin, Afghanistan and Sri Lanka were both hoping for a first win of the tournament. The Afghans batted first and posted a respectable 232 with a half-century from Asghar Stanikzai, the top score. In reply, both openers fell with just 2 runs on the board and were soon 18 for 3 as Hamid Hassan removed Sangakkara in some style.
Oh, straight through Sangakkara. Not sure about the cartwheel, but boy, what a beautiful delivery.
Mahela Jayawardene calmly notched up his 19th one-day 100 to steer his side to victory with 10 balls and 4 wickets remaining. After 2 heavy defeats for England, next up it was the old enemy Scotland. Moeen Ali settled any early nerves with a classy innings.
Brings up Moeen Ali's 100 with a 6, 103 from 91 deliveries, 9 fours and 4 sixes.
He looked a class above the other top order batsmen who continued to struggle for form. Captain Morgan showed signs of improvement, but England would have been a little disappointed to score 303 for 8, having been 172 for none after 30 overs. Kyle Kurtzer led the run chase with 71. But in truth, Scotland were never really in touch with the target and were all out for 184 in the 43rd over. Dunedin was the venue for the game between Afghanistan and Scotland, 2 teams looking for their first ever World Cup win. Asked to bat first against the impressive Afghani pace attack, 6 Scottish batsmen made it past 20, but none more than 31 as they scored 210. Scotland struck at regular intervals with the ball, with the score 97 for 7. Samullah Shenwari, who had been dropped at slip early on by Majid Haq, led the Afghani counter-attack.
Now that's going to miss long on, and it's 6 for Shenwari. He's the danger man. Can he take Afghanistan home? It's gone again. This is an even better hit. 3 sixes in the over.
When he holed out on 96, Afghanistan's last pair still needed 19 for a famous victory.
He's picked him up leg side. Those are the winning runs. Shapur is the hero, and Afghanistan have won the most historic encounter in Dunedin. It's their first World Cup victory.
Meanwhile, the MCG witnessed a batting masterclass from Dilshan and Sangakkara as Sri Lanka made 332 for the loss of just 1 wicket against Bangladesh. The run chase didn't get off to the best of starts as Tamim got his stumps rearranged by Lasith Malinga. Bangladesh never mounted a serious challenge and finished 240 all out in 47 overs.
For too long, we've lived in their shadow.
World Cup on its way to Australia. The first World Cup belongs to the Wallabies.
But every so often, our small but great nation rises.
The core surging.
Now let the party begin.
Now we are hungry for cricketing glory. This team of warriors are ready.
There's another one, is that? Yes, it is! It's magnificent.
We've got power.
Bang, 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 go New Zealand.
And we've got skill.
Oh, he's done it with a cracker.
Southie's got 7.
And we've got Captain Fantastic.
He is an outstanding cricketer, Brendan McCullum, and this is a masterclass.
Let's bring it home.
Having lost the toss, the Kiwis had a bowl first. The powerful Australian top order went to the run a ball for the first 17 overs, but lost 4 wickets in the process. The innings then took a dramatic twist.
Chops it on. That's a thunderbolt. Oh, it's another one. Everything's happening now for the Black Caps. He's gone. Outstanding.
Backs off in the air, another one gone. What a catch that is! Johnson's gone now. Bowled him straight through, middle stump out of the ground. This is incredible stuff.
Some late resistance by Brad Haddin at least gave the Aussies something to defend, even if it was only 151. Brendan McCullum set off in quick pursuit of the target, but he fell for 50 before the interval with the score on 78 for 2. Surely they would knock the remaining 74 runs off, no problem.
Oh, that's out too. Unbelievable.
Not over yet, Smithy.
I know.
Surely not from here, surely not. Still needs 7 runs to win.
New Zealand still needs 6, Australia need 2 wickets.
Oh, there it is!
Can you believe it? He's on a hat-trick. He's knocked the castle over again.
New Zealand need 6 to win. Last man in, Trent Boult. Starks in. Williamson, I think Williamson will try and win it if he gets a chance at the other end. Straight down again. That's gone for 6. Kane Williamson is winning for New Zealand. Oh, my goodness. What a day out at Eden Park.
What an absolute thriller in Auckland. Mitchell Starc 6 for 28, somehow still not enough to win the game. The Kiwis remained unbeaten with their confidence higher than ever. Having not scored more than 130 in 3 games at the Cake Tin, England would have to do a lot better if they were to beat a Sri Lanka side packed with ODI experience. An excellent 100 from Joe Root broke the shackles and got England up to 309. Unfortunately for Owen Morgan's men, the total was chased down for the loss of just 1 wicket as Kumar Sangakkara recorded his 2nd consecutive ton and Lahuru Tiramani made 139.
I think today we probably bowled a bad ball every 1.5 overs, which at this level you get punished for, and we were punished today by a very experienced side. I mean, we've got variations in 2 tall bowlers who get bounced when they bowl well, and 2 swing bowlers who are accurate when they bowl well, but today we were way off the mark.
Australia moved west to the Wacker for their 4th game. They felt at home on the pacey Perth pitch. David Warner led the way with a sublime 178 from 133 balls, but it was Glenn Maxwell who put on the big show with some stupendous shots on his way to 88 from just 39. The Aussies racked up a mammoth 417, the highest ever score in a World Cup, and in bowling Afghanistan out for 142 also recorded the biggest World Cup winning margin of 275. One team running out of time in the quest for their first World Cup win was Scotland.
In a far and distant land, never before seen victory is sought.
The guys are playing some serious cricket, and these guys can handle the pace.
A strong and mighty force, familiar with the land.
A good effort, the Scottish team.
Defeated but brave in spirit, the surge continues.
Very proud of the fight. They showed what we're capable of.
Rivalry steeped in history, a bloodied and wounded opponent. Not to be. To the south, still searching.
We're standing up to it and we're not shying away.
A battle for superiority, a position of strength.
Another one bites the dust.
Slowly, painfully, it slips through the fingers.
For the Scots, it wasn't to be today. Their time will have to come.
Very disappointing. Unfortunately, it just wasn't to be.
As time runs out, now is the moment to complete this quest.
In-form Carl Kurzer led the way.
In the air, and that should go for, it might be 6. There it is.
That's glorious. Fantastically confident, imperious almost.
Well, that'll be it. Brilliant stuff. Excellent work from Carl Kurzer. The first Scottish century at a World Cup.
150 and still going. All high in the air this time. Two fielders converge. Who wants it? Good catch in the end. Good catch, good call.
Scotland posted a superb total of 318. Was this going to be the day the quest ended? Tamim Iqbal reminded us all what he's capable of with a sparkling 95. After 50s from Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim, it was the wise old head of Shakib Al Hassan who steered his side to victory with 11 balls to spare, leaving the Scots still without a win. In Napier, Afghanistan had no answer to the wily spin of Daniel Vettori, who picked up 4 wickets. The Kiwi batsman knocked off the 187-run target with 4 wickets down. At the SCG, the hard-hitting Aussies chose to bat first against Sri Lanka, and this time it was Glenn Maxwell who shone the brightest.
Over the top of mid-off, and just the one bounce. Yeah, that's his first boundary.
Oh, that's a brilliant stroke. A tie, and it's handsome enough. Maxwell chips it over mid-off. That'll do. We'll go to 101, his first one-day 100 for Australia. Yes, punch the air. You deserve it, Glenn Maxwell. That's a superb innings.
It was an astonishing innings. Maxwell's maiden 100 came in just 51 balls and was the second fastest in World Cup history. Kumar Sangakkara set some milestones of his own. In scoring 104, he became the first person to score 3 consecutive World Cup tons, and only the second after Sachin Tendulkar to make 14,000 ODI runs, taking 378 innings to do so compared to the Little Masters' 350. It wasn't to be enough though, as the Sri Lankans fell 65 runs short of their target. Things were not looking quite so rosy in the England camp. The time for talking had stopped for Peter Moore's men. They had to win their last 2 group games against Bangladesh and Afghanistan to progress to the knockout stages.
The younger generation of today are completely fearless.
Taylor looking better and better.
Beautifully picked up from Moeen Ali.
Oh, ball in! That was too good for Warner.
Not one part of me is worried.
They just did nothing with the ball. It was appalling bowling. It's not good enough.
It's not what they need.
I think they'll be devastated.
England are suffering here.
Plenty of problems for England.
It is time for some real honest talking from the England captain.
I just don't know where they turn from here.
And the misery for England continues.
I'm very angry, Charles.
Well, England have been absolutely blitzed here.
Since 1992, England have not won a knockout game.
Oh, this should be it. What a victory this has been, Bangladesh.
This is Bangladesh's second one-day international win over England in 15 meetings.
Edge and take on. Perfect, Mr. Tamim Iqbal.
Bangladesh win the match by 6 wickets. Terrific stuff from Shakib Al Hassan.
Bangladesh lost the toss and both openers with just 8 on the board. Brothers-in-law Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim fought back.
Bangladesh's first in World Cup history.
Bangladesh had made 275 for 7 from their 50 overs. On a flat Adelaide wicket, 5.5 and over seemed a straightforward task at first. 121 for 2 soon turned to 163 for 6, though, as England's batting imploded once again.
Pulled away by Morgan. Oh, he's gone!
Edge, and it's taken!
Now then, is there an edge this time? Yes, there is! Finger is raised and Joe Root has to go.
Jos Buttler looked the one man in touch, though, as he guided England towards their target, ably supported by Chris Woakes. When the England keeper feathered one behind, the tide turns yet again.
Oh, careful of the run out. I think he's in, he's dived in, but unless the bat's bounced up, I think he's in. Oh, he's given it out. Listen for the roar. Jordan can't believe it. Oh, bowled him. Full and straight. What a comeback. Broad's gone.
Their campaign looked like it couldn't get any worse. They had found a way to reach a new low.
Again, today's an example where some of our guys performed that we didn't perform as a unit. And we've done it for quite a while now. And since we've landed in Australia, we've tried to address that problem, but it hasn't worked.
You've got to be able to take pressure to be a good team if you're going to move on in tournaments and play well. And you know, we have to accept we didn't take it. We should. I think we should have chased that down tonight, and we didn't play well enough.
More records tumbled in Hobart as Sri Lankan legend Kumar Sangakkara became the first ever person to score 4 consecutive ODI hundreds.
You're looking at a player fit to rank with any from any age of the game.
Could this purple patch in the twilight of his career take his team all the way to the trophy? It was certainly too much for Scotland, who never looked like chasing down their target of 364. Bangladesh's in-form number 4 Mahmudullah made it back-to-back hundreds with a superb unbeaten 128 against New Zealand. Defending 288, Shakib got rid of danger man Brendan McCullum and Kane Williamson early on. Martin Guptill responded in style with 105 from 100 balls, and despite some shaky moments towards the end of the run chase, New Zealand got home with 7 balls and 3 wickets to spare. With bags already packed, England avoided the wooden spoon in Pool A with a routine victory over Afghanistan in a rain-affected game at the SCG. The inclement weather only served to prolong Scotland's misery after they were dismissed for just 130 by Mitchell Starc and Pat Cummins. They ended the tournament still without that elusive win. How long would they have to wait for another opportunity on the world stage? So, Pool A finished with New Zealand unbeaten and on top of the group. Australia and Sri Lanka also qualified comfortably, but it was Bangladesh who made it through to the quarterfinals at the expense of England, whose elimination had come earlier than anyone could have imagined. After the break, we'll see if there was to be an upset in Pool B.